What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I learned something today, so I want to share with you guys. Now, I know a lot of you that follow me enjoy coins, the other things I do, but I had no idea that coin albums can be worth hundreds of dollars, even with very little coins in it. Some of them are empty. So I'm going to show you some recent sales. This is not like pretend. This is like people have actually paid good money for some of these albums. And just want to educate you guys. So if you're out there, at a thrift shop or an estate sale or garage sale, and you see coin albums that look like this and they're under $10, even if they're empty, obviously if they have coins in it, there's obviously value. But if you see any of these, like if you're in a bookstore and you see these and they're under $10, grab them. Some of them can be worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They're very rare. So let's get into. All right, the first sale, this is crazy. So somebody actually paid $898 for this coin album, and it has New Zealand coins in it. This is a coin album made by Dansko. Dansko's probably the best, the Rolls Royce or the Cadillac, or just plain the best album to find. So, excuse me, this person got $898. Now, the coins inside, like this George the Fifth, 1933, 1936, maybe that's a $3 coin. Okay. There's nothing really rare inside this album. Like all these coins you can probably pick up for under $10. Um, I mean, these are bronze, these are copper. So why would someone pay $898? Well, I mean, it's nice that the coins are inside here, but I mean, some of these aren't even silver. It's copper, nickel. Um, this little guy here with a spear, native from New Zealand. Again, nothing, no coin in here is worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Let's make sure. I'm gonna stick my foot in my mouth here. Yeah, like these are nickel. Like these, that's probably like a $2 coin. So if you're out there and you think like, oh, well, it's got coins in it. Well, great. That obviously would be a bonus. And obviously if the coins are silver, worst case scenario, yeah, you'll get the silver value. But this album is beat up. Obviously it was heavily used by the collector that put all these coins together, which might be this guy, might be this actual guy's coin album. But the reason this sold for $898 has nothing to do with the coins inside. You could fill up this entire coin book probably for under $100. The fact is, this is an ultra rare Dansko album for $898. Imagine if you found just this empty album alone, you probably would be able to sell it for $800. It's so rare, like super, super rare. So if you're out there looking for albums, these are horrible pictures. Let me try and get you something better here. All right, these all have coins in them, which is great. This is a very interesting album as well. This is a very rare album. This has silver strikes, which are basically just casino tokens inside. And these casino tokens, you probably can pick them up for $25. There is real silver. So inside the silver, I want to say it's like 75% of the coin's weight is silver. So there's probably like 22, $21 worth of silver. But these you can pick up casino coins. You can find these on eBay, and there's quite a few, right? So there's 9 per page. So, there's 45 in here, and let's say $30 a piece. I'm sorry, 45 at $10 a piece. So, if you found just this album alone, though, like it's so rare. Granted, I think the person on this one probably sold a little cheap. Yeah, he this guy would have been better off just taking the coins and selling each one individually, probably for like 30 a piece. He kind of gave away the album, but this album alone is probably worth a few $100, just for the album alone. The more common ones you'll find are like the ones with the silver eagles. So if you see this is like this is a really common book here. American silver or American Eagle silver dollars. That's probably one you'll find. It should not have coins in it. I mean, if it does, each coin's probably 35 bucks a piece. Obviously, this one was quite fill, which is why it sold. But if you just found this raw album, which is probably something you're most likely to run into, it's all daily long worth 25 bucks on eBay. Just the album empty, completely empty. So again, they all have like this brown type binding. They're made by Dansko. So keep your eyes peeled for stuff like that. The really, really rare ones are the ones that are from other countries. Hence this Fiji. So Fiji type set coin album, complete collection, 95 coins. Like that's cool. It's very cool that this is filled with Fiji coins. You guys like really, really tasty water or water that tastes really, really good, which is kind of weird saying out loud. This is, the same country where the famous Fiji water comes from. But none of these coins in here are anything special. Oh, maybe this one here. They only made 50,000, but there's not a ton of people out there collecting Fiji coins. Some of these are rare, like 40,000, but you can probably find those out in the wild, meaning, if you wanted to actually fill this album. So I would say this album all by itself, empty with no coins in it, is easily worth $200-300 just for an empty album. Here's a complete Panama. Again, this album it's like, it's ripped. It looks like it's ripping. Yeah, it's ripped. This is a horrible condition album. But the fact that this album itself is so rare. So like these coins here, nothing really rare on there. Maybe this one. Nah, that's not worth a lot. I found that out in the wild for under $5. And the U.S. Mint made the Panama coins. I don't know if they have that really tiny one here. There's a really itty bitty tiny one. Yeah, some of these are probably worth some decent money. Is it this one? Yeah, 1/10. There's one that's like so tiny, it's literally like, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's super tiny, the 1904. But again, if you found just this album with no coins in it, easily a few $100 just for an empty album. Even if it's like this has mold, you can see in the photo, like you can tell like this was stored in someone's basement and it actually has mold on it. So pretty gross that the seller couldn't even wipe this down before he listed it. I saw an Australian one here that was absolutely gross. And it was an auction. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, here's another one, Guatemala. So if you see other countries in this style, so Guatemala type, this is empty, guys. An empty Guatemala. And this is on an auction. Like this guy probably only gave 7 days, maybe 10 days max to see who want it. Now this is the Dansko Dude store. So maybe this guy knew it's so rare and he probably has a following. That's all he sells are Dansko albums. But check this out. An empty album for $520. Let's see what the Dansko Dude here has for albums. Yeah, I think this guy's done actual videos. Like that's all he does is collect Dansko books. So let's go to highest. Yeah, he's got a pretty rare American Silver Eagle dollars. He sells coins too, but let's see what his top sale is. Let's go to Dansko so we can get out of his store mode here. And let's go to sold. And let's, highest. So that's his empty Guatemalan book. that's a sealed American Eagle silver dollar book for $175, brand new. Very, very rare. So like this book last made was 2015. It's not that long ago. It's only 10 year. It's a 10-year-old book, but because it's sealed, you got $175. So imagine finding this at like a bookstore, right? For $5 or $10, or at, a Goodwill. And they look, this might even be resealed, but just the fact that it's a sealed book. So someone that buys this, they're not going to open it. They're just going to keep it as a sealed book because it's so rare. And then here's empty Canadian silver dollar date set, $85, $76, 3-cent, 20-cent pieces, Lincoln cent books, Morgan dollar collections. These you'll definitely find this. So the Morgan silver dollar is the most popular. So again, these are empty albums that you can easily find out in the wild. And if you guys collect coins and you go to a local coin shop and you see one of these up there and they only want $10 for it, just grab it. I mean, A, it's a cool book to have to collect coins in, or B, you grab it for $10, you can easily sell it for $30 or $25 on eBay if it's in good condition, no writing inside the pages. All right, we'll get out of this guy's store, and I want to show you that. Here, I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'm gonna find this Australian thing. It was covered in mold. Okay, here it is. So this was a nice, pretty decent book. Again, you can tell like they didn't even wipe the book down, and yeah, there's coins from Australia in here, and I appreciate those Australian guys that subscribe to my channel. But guys, if you have this Dansko book and let's say it's empty and you find this in Australia, you could easily sell just the empty book alone, probably for like $200-300 to a US buyer, because we this company's out of Los Angeles, California, but not a lot of people picked up the Australia penny album here in the United States. So if you guys have access to this book in Australia and you list on eBay and you could be international seller, so you show up on our eBay USA stores, you can easily sell a book. Now check this one out. This next one this one's gross. So this book obviously was stored in the basement. There was definitely flooding in the basement. You can tell this book has mold on it. Meaning, the air, look at all that mold. That's so nasty. Like, why wouldn't you just wipe this down? Even like kept the old tape on there. But this sold for $515. And there's only a few coins in here. That's why I'm saying like these books, even without coins, are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Look at this. There's like basically, there's no really any coins of value in here. Maybe the coins inside here are under $20. So isn't that disgusting? So if you find something like this, it's crazy what it can sell for. So I just want to show you guys some of the recent actual sales. Look at all these Australia books. Just a stupid coin album. This is a type book. $227. This guy was smart. He sold his album. He is from Australia, $146, and he put it on bid. He's like, whatever. States bought it for $146, and they were willing to pay $62 to ship it over here. It's expensive. Yeah, Australia too. It's that there is real value. There doesn't have the value of the coins inside. Obviously, if there's coins inside and they're silver, gold, they're worth some crazy money. There's a silver bar one. I don't know if anyone's actually sold one. Yeah, these silver bar ones, I've never seen one of these, but look at that, brand new. So if you find one of these albums and it just says silver bars on it, look, this guy took one photo and he sold it for $150 with free shipping. And he probably found this at a coin shop. Coin shop's probably selling it for 20 bucks, or maybe he found this at an estate sale or garage sale. People were buying these albums to eventually fill them up, and sometimes people never even open them. So if you can find a silver bar, they're not special inside, it's just a bunch of empty slots. Here, I'll show you this one right here. I mean, the silver bars inside are cool. Oh, the Mission Inn Silver Bar Collection. Yeah, that's crazy. These are actually probably really rare silver bars inside. Look at that. They only made 638. So like, how many people actually like bought this album, right? It was probably like something in a magazine. Was it one page in this book? It's crazy. One page book. The Mission Inn. Look at this books, and this is rusty, man. Someone had this like in water. It's horrible. And literally there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 silver bars. So obviously these silver bars are pretty rare, but this book alone is probably worth a few $100 easy, because nobody has it. Like, you can't find it. And if you do find it, like, how are you going to find these silver bars? Mission Inn Silver Bar. It's probably like impossible to find, because they probably just made this album for people that wanted to collect silver bars from the Mission Inn. I don't even know where that is. Does anyone know where the Mission Inn is? I have no idea. But anyways, guys, appreciate you guys watching my video. Just want to educate you. And again, you don't have to be into coins. You could just be someone out there going to garage sales or estate sales or bookstores. And if you find these albums and they're, like I said, 10 bucks or less, buy it, sell it on eBay, make some money, help share the hobby, because we coin collectors can't find these. They're definitely not in our local coin shop. And if they are, the coin shop doesn't care about albums, and they have no idea albums have value. But a lot of coin shop owners, they basically just give, like, so if someone brings this in, they're just giving the value of the bars inside. They then put the album on a shelf. So I don't know if your local coin shop has that. But a lot of the coin shops I go to, they literally they'll put a used album up there. They will not resell it, because their job is to move the coins, the silver, the gold, not to move the coin supply. So don't sleep on Dansko coin albums. And I always provide a link to my store. I have some available for sale. Here's my store real quick. And you just go under store categories here. Oh, I got to go to my store. Visit store first. And yeah, under categories, I have my Dansko albums that I find in my local coin shop. And I found a super rare one. I just did a video on this Shield nickel here. Nothing fancy, but it's actually made for the Littleton Coin Company. So it's a very, very, very rare album. But these are like, these are the typical, like, these quarter albums. You'll find those out there. I'll show you in detail here. So if you do find some of these and you want to list it, I mean, it's like 8 photos. So you take a picture of the front, the back, the side. You got to show the number. You list it as Dansko 8146, because that's how a lot of people are searching for these. Then, yeah, you can put quarters, proofs, what year that it covers. And then obviously you want one. So if you do find one, make sure it doesn't have a bunch of writing inside. If it does, you're going to get a lot less for it, because most people that coin collect, they don't want another human being's handwriting inside. They just want the nice albums there. Make sure it has all the Mylar, the plastic or the non-plastic film inside. So there's a film on the front and a film on the back to display the coins. But this is what the albums look like, and these are the pictures that you want to take. And then when you ship it, like this one, I'll put in a padded USPS flat rate envelope, so you don't have to pay for shipping supplies. You are paying the post office to send it priority, and then they will provide the supplies for no charge. So always make sure you do that, and you do flat rate, so anyone in the US is paying the same exact amount, versus you buying a box, buying bubble wrap, shipping it out, and it's going to cost you probably $7 anyways. Someone will pay up for priority, and then you, the seller, don't have to pay for supplies. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helps you out. Happy hunting out there. Talk to you in the next one.